All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, gamers and legends. It's your man SQ Kami here in the land of Dawn once more again, bringing you violence for the national IESF qualifiers for this year's tournament. Anyways, yesterday has been a fantastic game so far, so good. But before we go into that, we have a special guest in our midst. So I would like to invite the man, the myth, the legend himself come out to introduce himself to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Kami. Good evening, everybody. This is Kama, and I'm here as the special guest commentator.
All right, Kama, it's a pleasure to have you here in our midst. Like I said before, I wanted to even throw more light into yesterday, but yeah, it's really an honor to have you here in our midst today. Be co-casting with me live tonight in this day three for the IESF tournament. Anyways, like I said before, yesterday game was pretty much chaotic. We saw Izanagi Alpha clashing off against Team El Cartel. I want to ask you though, what's your take on yesterday's game? Give us more insight. What you think made El Cartel add the upper and stuff like that. Just show more insight on yesterday's game for us.
Yeah, personally speaking, I think the main issue was with Sanford, their ex-player, because he didn't really know his power break points. First game, for example, they could have taken a very good fight early on when he reached the ball, but he refused to take it out of. I don't know, maybe he just thought Phobius wasn't that strong. But definitely, if he had taken that fight, for example, the match would have gone a lot better for Izanagi. At the same time, for game two, they really focused on Killer, who seems to be the main issue when they were facing Dark Stars the previous day or 2 days prior, which really helped them. I don't know, they weakened the strongest points in the team, which really helped them actually bring their comp together. The first killer to play, Marksman, I don't think he really knew how to use, and they just thumped them from there.
Right. Thanks so much for that insight. And in case it's an Agi Alpha players are watching right now, please know your errors and do adjustment regards to that as well. Anyways, we have our draft already kicking off right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the screen right here with us, you can see that we have so many heroes on the ban phase already. We have the Ayabusa getting banned by Team Lead Gamers. The Zushin, the Aurora, and the Tigreal also getting picked off there. And for the side of Team Oasis D2, we see a pretty much nice lineup there coming out from their end as well. Picking up that Lucas, Fulvius, and the Aris pick. Pretty much solid pick coming out from both teams, to be honest. Kama, what do you say for this pick so far so good? Who do you think has the upper hand for the early games?
So far, so good. I think Oasis has the stronger draft, especially because of Lucas. To actually counter Lucas, you need a lot of mobility. And so far, Light Gamers doesn't exactly have much of that. Yeah, they do have damage, but Lucas can just tank most of it while still doing a lot of damage. As for the Vexana pick into Lucas, I mean, as we all know, Lucas is kind of a broken hero in terms of how much crowd control immunity he has. So I don't expect Vexana to be very useful again. But hopefully, Light Gamers can actually make something out of it. Hopefully, they can actually catch Oasis D2 of that and hit them where it's hot.
Right, I can see lead gamers are going for comfort pick right now because if I remember vividly, Roger is not a meta pick to be honest, and picking Roger for jungle, you're pretty much giving your team that handicap to be honest. And lead gamers, I think maybe they are going to go for comfort pick. This is the first time we are seeing them on screen for this year for this tournament, and we haven't really seen them play much, you know. So maybe we see why they, if they still have something to offer regard. But as you said before, Team Oasis pretty much has a nice job picking up that faster again, and the high lows pretty much secures every loopholes to when it comes to mobility. They have it the crowd control, the burst, like they have pretty much everything in their arsenal right now. Over to you, Karma. What's your take on the
Yeah,
on the
Faza
pick
has
so
been
far?
seen. Faza has been seen as a very strong pick lately, especially thanks to the buff she got recently, like just the week prior. And yesterday's match, for example, the first game between Cartel and Izanagi, Faza was the main issue for Izanagi. So if paid wise, if Oasis D2's mid laner can do half as much as what Boy did yesterday on the same hero, then I expect Oasis to have a lot of success. As for the Roger pick, I'm not very sure what exactly Live Streamers was going for here. I don't see any angle where the Roger works, but we'll see what they can do.
Thank you very much, Karan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here once again in the land of dawn. Team Lead Gamer facing off against Team Oasis in game number one. The like I said before, like Kaba said earlier, we don't really know what they have in stock for us. But then again, we hope they have something cooking for. We see everyone pretty much have been going for their lanes and their respective roles. Role playing right now. Roja taking up his blue buff, picking up that blue buff straight up and going for the enemy's camp already. That was a really bold step to take there, considering the Lucas is taking up his red buff as well.
Yeah, it looks like the Lucas was lagging because he actually started his red buff earlier. I think he's asking for a pause right now.
All right, it seems the Lucas is going for a pause, and the pause is being granted. All right, stay with us while we take a few break until the stream is back. All right, it seems we are still live here, anyways. Okay. Like I said before, it seemed the Lucas was lagging at first, so the Goja did have an advantage, picking up the blue buff and pretty much going for his for the enemy's camp as well to pick up that mob there. Anyways, like I said before, I'm really rooting out for both teams though. But at the end of the day, if you look at the drafts, um, uh, it tilts towards Oasis to be honest. What do you think, Ama?
Yeah, it definitely tilts towards Oasis, but Light might have an early lead because for the first turtle, it's more likely than not that Lucas won't be able to hit the time. And if he can't do that, he probably won't be able to do much for the first turtle fight because he is really reliant on himself.
But then again, I think I haven't really seen Lucas jungle even in MPL games. Does he really do well in jungle even?
Yeah, I guess Lucas Jungle is more of a Nigerian specialty. I have seen it in like some foreign pro player streams, but not much. I guess he's more of an ex-beginner, but I do think he's good enough.
Hmm. Right, because majority of the time I see Lucas getting picked up there, is probably going for that jungle, for that XP, I mean to say. Or we see a fight coming out from the gold lane right now. Death and what's this guy's name? Death and Silly pretty much having a brawl there in the bot lane. 20 seconds until the first turtle spawns. No fight is happening right now. Everyone pretty much having a shield pace in terms of farming. They don't want to rush things right now. No first blood yet as well. The gold lead is pretty much cheating instead of team lead game. As like Kama said, um, if doesn't hit level 4 in on time, but I think the Lucas already is level 4. So they might have a chance to contest for that. But again, you see a fight coming out there. Roger diving, but moving to pick up that kill. Ilo's forced to back out from that fight, forced to recall as well, leaving Team Lead Gamers to have a free total take there. But again, he didn't recall though. He's going to contest for it. It's a 4v4 right now. The dive comes in once more again. Lucas Pata pops it. That extra play. Once more again, Lucas. I think the stream is lagging a bit more. I couldn't pick up I couldn't trace it, but Lead Gamer pretty much add the total and also take 3 members from the side of Team Oasis down. That fight
Yeah,
was
that was
indeed
pretty much just
insane. What do you say, Kama?
that was pretty much just Vexana started doing a lot of work because those explosions, like they did a lot of damage. Also, Beatrix rotated from the bottom lane, which Aris didn't do, which made the fight very uneven. It was a 5-4 at the top.
Indeed, we already see the Beatrice pretty much babysitting the Beatrice right now. Belleric, I mean to say babysitting the Beatrice. Yeah, I think I was correct there. Anyways, like I said before, the fight is pretty much shield right now. But then again, the gold lead is sitting in favor of Team Lead Gamers at this point in time. They are on 2K, or is it? Or is 1K already? Let us say 1.5. Both teams taking a shield pill right now. No fight is being forced still. I think ORC just don't want to overcommit as well. Sorry, Lead Gamer don't want to overcommit as well. They feel like they got pulled by the faster, but then again backs out from that fight. The CC coming out on to Ilos, backs out once more again. The 4v4 right now. The fight is on. The Glorious Party 4 by Ilos, but then again no man is down. Roger able to pick up that kill onto Ilas. Lucas fall in as well to Beatrice. They are forced to retreat. All right, I think I don't even know these guys' names, so but I'll try to pronounce their name a bit more, you know. But that was indeed a nice fight, though. What do you say, Kama?
Very nice fight from Light. Very nice fight from Light game. Well, from Light gamers. So this had the better position initially, but I think there was just very, very little communication between them that left them losing.
I think it's gonna be a free loss for Team Lead Gamers at this point in time. No contesting. You're gonna get me a 4v4 breaking out right now. They pick up the kill on to Ken. And Diallo gonna fall down to Roja once more again. Roja is already on a mega kill. Forced to back out once more again. Oasis D2 are pretty much struggling right now. Even though they had the draft advantage, they are pretty much struggling right now. Look at that damage from the Roja though. That was indeed a nice turn of the event. I think that early game AFK from the side of team, I guess it was second pulse already. Hmm. All right, I think while the pulse is on, we're gonna talk a bit more of what we have seen so far. So good. The Roja has been doing excellent so far, and the Roja has been doing excellent so far. You know, not really. We didn't even expect him to perform this good, but then again, he's already on a mega kill. That pretty much give him a nice set of gold. If you look at his, well, we can't see his gold still. Then again, he's already on 4 kills and 3 assists. That pretty much give him 100% participation in team fight as well. But then again, for the side of the team, what do you think we really come back for team Oasis D to do? Like, what will it take for them to have a comeback?
Well, it's like I said, Oasis does have the stronger comp, but again, all these fights so far, they've just been really split. The last turtle fight, for example, it seemed 2 people from Oasis went for the turtle while the remaining 3 were trying to back away. And I don't know whether that was miscommunication or they had something in plan, but whatever it was, it did not work out in their favor. So maybe if they can actually start coordinating their fights, actually get their odds down together and do something properly, then they might be able to make a comeback.
All right, we'll take that in note once more again. While the fight is going right now, sorry, while we are back live in the game, I mean to say, some league gamers not giving them the chance. I think they pretty much take out that top lane turret once more again. Okay, that's the first turret falling there. In lead gamers facing up against him, Oasis D2. What will be the fate of event? We see a fight. Are you trying to force that turret? Eh?
Oh
I
yeah,
think
I think Katana is lagging a bit.
yeah, the tonight is lagging as well. The glow party popping by
Oh,
look
this fight,
zone away. Zone away is a 3v3 right now, 4v3 right now. Roger still on that triple kill, a double. But then again, they were able to see pull it off even without their mid lane. Like I said
I
before,
think
that
that's
the
the power of
comfort.
yeah, I think that's the power of heavier wallets. Light gamers just has a lot more goals than them, and that means Oasis has a lot less to fight with, even if they do have a man advantage.
Yeah, indeed. When it comes to gold, gold is all that matters in the land of Dawn. You know, when you are leading, and especially if the gold gap is very, very distant apart, you know, like the gap is way much, you know, like it's very, very easy for your team to have a comeback unless the enemy makes a very, very foul play. Then that would be the condition for you to probably have a comeback there. Considering they have the Roger, and once Roger has that early game snowball, it's very, very difficult for the enemy to try to balance things once more again. Like I don't know if I'm correct though, but yeah, I think I was once a Roger player, so I know how it feels for a Roger to snowball, and how to stop him is very, very, very hard. It takes the grace of God, you know.
Yeah, very true.
All right, so we are waiting to see. Don't know why they are lagging, you know. This is the third post coming up right now, and it should be disheartening, you know. 30 seconds more, and we should be back in the land of dawn.
Oh, Beatrix
Sorry,
was
sorry,
really caught guard.
sorry for that. I had to go do some stuff. I'm back now, anyways. Oh, I will see the fight going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Team the game has not given them a chance to even have a comeback, but then again, death was shot down there. That was really nice.
Paris got a free turret.
I think one thing I know about experience is that when when the game starts to tip towards late game, experience plays that a lot, you know. Like some players that don't know how to manage waves or the load push and stuff like that. Like they tend to fall off when it gets to mid to late game. And I've also seen a situation whereby as well. But we are back live here once more again. Few seconds until the next. I think that's the Lord spawning. Oh, yeah, that's the Lord spawning.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 man for the start of the league game has already stationed on, and in that Lord. Izanagi came to join once more again. They're trying to zone team Oasis away from that Lord fight. Why not even contesting for it even? I don't know why they are zoning though. All right, that's coming out onto the island.
Has been put up on again.
Going for the zone. The gloves probably popping once more again by the far side. But then again, the lead gamer just have what it takes to snowball. Like I said before, the Roja is still unstoppable. Putting up a triple there. That was really, really massive. He's still going for the
I think
shades
he's
though.
onto
He's
the
not gonna be a
maniac,
maniac.
and he almost gets killed.
I don't know why he was a bit overconfident that he will have that kill. That's literally a phobias, you know. Lead gamers having the talk of the show right now. And the funny thing is that whoever loses tonight is going home, you know. Why the winning team advance to the next stage? Hmm. Trying to force that mid lane, they are too tall, but then again, won't be able to do much. They force to back out once more again. Why the Lord push from the top lane? We see the fight already. Glowers probably caught by the Ilos. We're just trying to go for the gank once more again. The zoning, I mean to say.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Gatana almost got
Like,
killed though by the
yeah,
Panther
almost got
Falconers.
killed. I think being able to just take out clear the tier 2 turret is good enough fit for that first Lord push, you know. And they almost took down the top lane inhibitor as well. I'm not really comfortable with that Lucas jungle to be honest. I think he's the one feeding the most even. 0-5 deaths, 0 kills, 5 deaths already with 1 assist. That's pretty much a bad performance for a jungler.
Yeah, very bad performance, and he's very behind, but he's still farming a bit efficiently. He has 2 completed items, and now I think he's going for a bit of damage because he had that Fury Hammer in his inventory, which I think will go into Hunter Strike.
10 more seconds and we see the next Lord spawns. What will be the fate of this match? Will this Lord be the one to steal it? Steal the deal, I mean to say, or will Team Oasis be able to defend and probably contest for this and take it as well? No, I think they're backing out. They're not contesting for the free love for the league game and once more again.
The Lord. Blue team turret has been destroyed.
The one reason why subs exist, you know. Whenever you want to play, please take note. Always make sure to check your network. If your network is not good, you alert your captain. That's the reason why there's sub in every team. But where is my game seems to be lagging.
Beautiful ult from Kajikaja.
But I think my game is just
And
gonna
now it
really the
seems
drop
the
and the
game
pop,
might
but the
just
game
be
won't be able
over
to
here.
do much. Yeah, I think this is easy cover. The uses for game number one. The lead gamers able to secure game number one for themselves. Analysis of the game while we are waiting for game number two to start.
Well, it's like I mentioned before, the led communication and team fight coordination than Oasis did. And the Lucas, I don't know whether it's because he was lagging or maybe he just doesn't know what he's doing, but he had a very poor performance, especially from that enemy. He was very behind also, and as you can see by his 3.0 right there, he was he was pretty much useless all game. But I guess Oasis did try their best. Hopefully they can come up with a better draft next game, or at least come up with better execution for whatever they draft and maybe make a comeback from there.
Let's see what they have in store for us in game number two while we try to go for the lobby.
sand rises when I give the
Your
word.
team is picking.
Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
Mighty oaks from little acorns
Your team
grow.
is picking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Land of Dawn. Like I said before, it's a bit turnaround of events. We didn't really expect the game to go that way. Team Oasis had the draft, but they weren't able to utilize it properly. Team Lead Gamers, on the other hand, they went for comfort picks, and we saw how well they executed their stuff, even getting the Roja banned out by Team
Time to
Oasis
take the
D2.
field.
Your
That was really,
team
really
is
crazy,
banning.
Kamal. Don't you think so?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. They went for respect ban instead of actually banning, what we consider the standard method, which goes to
Mm,
show just how well Light Gamers played the previous match.
mm, Indeed. So what's your take? Give us some highlights, some hints, some mistakes you saw from the last game as well. Um, what's like how was the game number one? Just give us some insights.
The main mistakes were really around the Lucas. I don't want to say the Lucas jungle was a bad pick exactly.
Still waters
I just
run
think it's
deep.
the way they
Your team
executed
is
it that was the
banning.
problem. Because early game, they played a lot of split fights with what seemed to be like zero communication, and that's what gave live gamers that initial lead.
True
And it
love
seemed
is like
Your
blood.
team
Oasis
is
did
banning.
not know how to play from behind, despite everything. Meanwhile, the Roger
Mm.
himself, he had an absolutely phenomenal
Experience the
Your
euphony of
team is
suffering.
banning.
Sorry about that. My bad. Anyways, thank you, Karma, for that wonderful analysis. Indeed, um, we are seeing some exciting picks right now from the side of Team Lead Gamers. This time around, they went for the Khalid and the
Garage is
Bruno
my
for
crap.
Your
both
team
Diggy
is
is my
picking.
name.
Aurora for mid lane as well. That pretty much giving them some good amount of CC. Knowing how Aurora fucks up the Gatukasha pick as well, that's pretty much a nice counter pick there, if you ask me. But then again, we see the bans already out right now. They banned the Diggy once more again. Pretty much, they are going for a heavy CC comp,
Your
to be
team
honest.
is
Finish off
picking.
what was
But
left
then again,
undone.
Lead Gamers utilizes that and
Time
picks
to
up
drop the
that
beat of the
Minotaur pick.
flash.
Karma, over to you. What is your take so far on the picks and bans?
Let's go.
The bans are pretty
Your team
nice.
is
I'm not
picking.
sure why they banned Diggy because I don't really think
Alpha is
anybody picked.
online.
Meanwhile, Light Gamers picked something we have not seen or I don't think I've seen it very much recently. Minotaur. Minotaur was buffed in the last patch, so maybe now they consider him actually better than before. Meanwhile, the Bruno as well is not very standard, but we'll see what they can do.
Hmm.
They are playing a very front to back come from light gamers. They want to take out the front line or move it to the back line. While Oasis playing a flanking come, what I can see. They have the Irrital, they have the Joy to run down the back line, and I guess it all boils down to whoever uses their com better.
Indeed, it boils down to whoever utilizes their comp better because the game number one pretty much had us locked in on ORC. But then again, we saw how lead gamers turned the tables for us. Anyways, this is game number two, and everyone is pretty much getting ready to go into the land of dawn. While we wait for the players, I'm gonna say um, I think this is a message I'm going to pass across to our viewers, you know. But then again, I think I don't have time for that as this
5
game
seconds till the
is
enemy
about to
reaches
kick
the
off.
battlefield. Smash them.
What was I want to say even?
Hostiles deployed.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculations coming around, you know, and this year's event, we see a post coming out straight up. All right, we are back in the land of dawn. It's pretty much like I said before, going shoe pace right now. No one is forcing invade. Everyone has their game locked in once more again. See Vexana locking in onto Aurora for that mid lane fight. And then when I look at the comps though, I think Team Oasis has that early game comp position. What do you say, Kama? Like they have the
Yeah,
ability to go for that dives and stuff. I don't really know if I'm
yeah,
correct.
Oasis has. Oh, I think Light Gamers does have the from Oasis. They have Joy, who is like almost unstoppable at level 4, but for Light Gamers, they have Khalid, who is also almost just unstoppable before enemies have damage.
Hmm.
And since they wanted to do something to Bruno, but that didn't work out since Minotaur was there in time, but he wasted his flipper.
All right, I think that they're gonna fall. They're forced to fall back from that bot lane whatever challenge they have in there. But again, XP lane is pretty much the same always. Very chaotic. We have the turtle spawning in few seconds. Team lead gamers already starting it up once more again. You can see Joy taking a blue buff. Boss is coming in with 5 man rotating. But then again, team lead gamer pretty much have a easy take there. Though, like I don't know why they didn't contest for it though. They had the utility as the tools as well.
I think Joy just wanted to get her level 5, but she didn't expect how quickly Light Gamers could take the turtle, so she went in just a little bit.
All right. Not much is going on right now. Still no first blood. The gold lead is pretty much even right now. Um, Everyone not forced. We see a fight going out in the mid lane already, though I can't see it yet. Aurora locking onto Vexana once more again. The engage from the Alpha, though, picking up that kill once more again. Joy coming in with a dance up, and then again the Alpha picking up the kill once more to Gatokash. Oh, Gatokash killed the Alpha instead. But again, Carly picking up the kill onto Joy. Forced to retreat once more again. That's 2-for-1 trade there in the mid lane. Alright, the top lane is looking chill. Gatot being Gatot. Alright, the next turtle is up once more again. Team lead gamers already rotating for it. We don't see Joy present here still. I think she's coming to join up the fight here once more again. 4-man from the side of team lead gamers. We have all 5 players right there in the turtle pit already. All 10 of them even. Or English is not yet. The stance from the Caliph to the backline once again. The Aurora throws the Bellerican. Giving that Alpha enough time to pick up that kill once more again. But then again, Downsy pick up the kill onto the Alpha. Minotaur come with the Minotaur rage once more again to knock up some teammate. But then again, Kali still going for the backline once more again. The fight is still brewing. Joy forced to retreat once more again. We take the punishment from Bruno, but then again, Ashe pick up the kill since Bruno wasn't able to secure it for himself. Team lead gamers having the advantage right now. That's Ken, Fade, Wife, Fred, Danzai, Sele. On the side of team lead game, I'm trying to get their names if I'm wrong. We have Capable, Death, Ashi, Prophet, and should I say Monarch? Alright, Monarch should be fine. Yeah, Monarch should be fine, don't worry. I see a little bit sneak peek on their builds right now. Looking decent, that damage from the Bruno. That pretty much has that insane damage spike already. I don't know why I think they have the goal, but they're not trying to force that invades yet. Seeing they have Alpha, the invade would have been a little bit be more successful. I mean to say, there's only coming out from the Minotaur once more again. Won't be able to pop that Minotaur wage, still keeping it for the next total spawning in the next 15 seconds. Then again, we see the mid lane fight coming out there here once more again. The odd form the Aurora, but won't be able to lock anyone still. 5 seconds until the next turtle spawns. Team Oasis D to not having a good day tonight. Right, the Lord already seen getting pulled back by Bansai already. Sorry, Dazai. Monarch already starting up that turtle fight once more again. We see Minotaur coming for the coming with the Heaven Pathway, but again, no fights, no deaths yet though. But again, Kali did the first to fall down. Team Oasis D2 are back, ladies and gentlemen. Pick up a triple there, leaving just that's a 4-man down there, leaving up Bruno alive. They're trying to force that mid lane once more again. I think this is just what they need to have a comeback at this point in time. They just have to keep this momentum going. I think they should be able to pick up one kill for themselves, one win, I mean to say, for themselves. But again, let's not forget lead gamers, lead gamers having a good start as well. That Bruno is spiking. He wasn't just present in that fight. So I think it was sort of an handicap not having a good their backline damage dealer. All right, Karma, sorry for
I
taking the
think Bruno
spotlight. I
might
will leave the
because of
shots
that.
over to you.
Red team hero has been slain.
Yeah, Bruno just got killed. He was absolutely caught off guard. He didn't expect the Joy to be tanking his lane so soon after the turtle. Also, yeah, the fight at the turtle was pretty much the same thing we saw even in the previous game. That external damage when your enemies are like all cooped up together is insane, and that is what helped Oasis win that fight. And now Beleric will be killed for trying to defend or for trying to protect his gold laner.
There's a two-man team coming out from the bot lane
Turret has been destroyed.
against Oasis D2. Don't know what Alpha is doing, but I think he's a bit laggy. I don't know. 10 seconds until the first Lord spawns. Team Oasis not present here already, but I think they should be able to contest for this regardless. You see the builds, Bruno already on 2 items already. Got the cash as well though, and from what why the Lord is back up here. The Lord is up, I mean to say. Team Oasis trying to pull it closer to themselves. All 10 players are here in the pod to contest for this Lord. Because coming up with the backline dive once more again. Khalid go for that backline again. The Vexana won't be able to get the kill though, but he was able to reduce the HP enough for that. Monarch picking up the kill onto Danzai there. Fred picking up the kill onto the Minotaur. That's a double for Sele. Fred White picking up the kill onto Ashi once more again. Comes back, and I think Team Oasis D2 has a nice fight there from them. Come on, like I said before,
Yeah.
Team Oasis D2 are coming out back up.
Again, I'm not sure. It seems to be a communication thing with these things. Because even here, light gamers seem to be very split. They could have taken the fight. They got Joy and I think Beleric crowd controlled, but nobody committed onto them besides Alpha. And because of that, they couldn't kill the Joy in time before she could escape. So I feel if these teams just like coordinate their attacks a little bit better, they will be able to do a lot more than they are doing already.
To be honest, because they have the utility, if you ask me, for that dive, the backline dive, the frontline dive as well. I don't know if it's the Beleric playing a huge impact there. Popping that Minotaur, popping that ultimate once more again. There pick up the kill on 2. That's 2-man down for the side of Team Oasis D2, leaving Joy, Danzai, and Fred, and Fade Wife, I mean to say, alive. Nothing much can be done though. Taking up 2 tier 2 in that turret already for the side of Team Lead Gamers. That's a well-spent load, just not completely well-spent, but then we are now in the late games where experience speaks louder than gold lead. I'm just like I'm just trying to be a little bit more observant, you know, trying to see what late gamers has in stock for us. Will they be able to pull a comeback there, or will Team Oasis ride this wave and try to end the game as well?
And before we get into the next lot, there is one thing I noticed, and that's Khalid and Alpha are both seem to be building damage, which might not be a very good idea because Minotaur is more of a healing tank than like, just a tank.
Yeah,
So I think light gamers just need a little bit more of a front line than just the Minotaur, so they can actually win this.
indeed. I don't know why
Also,
they are going for that tank. You see a 5-man gank already, yes. You see a 5-man ambush there, but again, capable pick
wow.
up the Lord kill, even take a double there. Team lead gamers have that for themselves.
I'm not sure what happened to Joy there. I don't think she was crowd control, so she could have retreated. She had enough time to retreat, but she somehow just
Maybe
did.
got knocked up
Because
by
even
the
Alpha
Minotaur.
didn't retreat. That was Aurora that stole the Lord.
Yeah.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Team lead gamers utilizing the Lord push effectively, taking out both their two turrets already, leaving just the mid lane one to defend. Hmm. Both teams have 5 turrets damaged already, even just 4 left. Hmm. I don't know why they are wasting so much time in this mid lane. That Bruno is beginning to hurt as well. But again, Vexana's coming with that explosion. Joy still have 0 kills though. That's insane.
Especially since she's an assassin.
Indeed, like alright, we still have 25 seconds until the next load spawns. Though it's not the if I were there, I would just wait for it to evolve to the evolved lot before I start it up. But 18 minutes the lot evolves, so they should have just wait for that evolved lot.
Yeah, but light gamers is keeping very good control over the minion wave. Top lane is pushing, and bottom lane and mid are pretty much cleared. So I think Oasis might have to send somebody to top lane so they don't sacrifice anything. So
The fight going in there, pick up the kill onto Fred. Ashta plays the kill once more again, but they can't pick up the kill once more. Dead. Take the joy out of the match. That's 4-man down for the side of team ORCD2. They are moving straight up to push the mid lane at this point in time, leaving just Vexana to
and top lane
defend.
is still pushing.
Yeah, top lane is crashing
Looks
as
like light
well.
gamers take this game.
Yeah, this is Jesus, guys. This is
Well, it's a
Jesus. Bruno
Vexana,
is
so she can defend pretty well. But it still seems to be the end of the game.
the next minion wave is coming as well. Bruno. That's a very big fuck
I
up
don't know.
from them.
Yeah, Bruno was too greedy for kills instead of actually trying
Yeah, I
to
should have just
kill.
focused on that base and
And I think Minotaur is trying to do something, but I think he forgets he won't even be able to do much damage to this, even if he's close enough.
that was a wasted effort, to be honest. He was too hungry for kills.
Well, at least Oasis doesn't have any waves to push with, so they can't really do much with this advantage they just got. But at least they can hold out for a bit longer.
And I think the Aurora and the Khalid is back up once more again, so they are forced to retreat. The Lord is still even not dead yet.
They're leaving it to Gato catch up.
All right, we have 70 seconds until the next Lord spawn. I think that's the evolved Lord. Defend against their evolved Lord is pretty much crazy, you know, especially when you have no inhibitor left to defend it. Whoever takes this pretty much have the game sealed for themselves. Don't know why the card is still building. Should have gone for hybrid since already went for damage already.
They have a Minotaur on their team, and none of them even have Oracle to help with it.
The heals. 19 seconds until the next Lord spawn. We see Joy popping up that immortality. Buying that immortality locked in. Got the cash out already on immortality as well.
I think Light Gamers is requesting a pause. I'm saying recall spams. I don't really know the rules around pauses.
I'm not really sure they're requesting for that. The referee pretty much waiting for that Lord. The Corona has joined them once more again. That's a 5v5 right now. Oh, they are pretty much slow at this point in time. You see the Balcata come for the backline once more again. The fight brew in. Minotaur come for the Minotaur rage. Knocks off the irritate. When they get the fight still brewing. Can able to secure that Lord for himself. When they get the fight still brewing, ladies and gentlemen, we see the side of team. That's pretty much 2 for 2
Oh, that
at
was
this
a
point in
very
time.
bad time. Yeah, 2 for 2, but Oasis did get the Lord. And again, it's an involved Lord.
Like I said, it's an evolved Lord. But they don't have the 5-man to pretty much push it. I don't really know, but I feel
And Oasis,
with Oasis
well,
they have
Oasis
a
only
front
lost
line.
their frontliners.
Yeah, they have a front line. That's pretty much
While,
sad for
what do you
them.
call it? While Light Gamers lost their damage dealers. So I think Oasis is trying to stall the Lord to make sure it gets there as late as possible. So it would be a lot harder for Light Gamers to defend against the full fight instead of just doing.
With them, I would have go take that Lord very, very fast because you don't want to wait for the frontliners to come back. Don't know why they are delaying.
Yeah, I think they didn't take it because again they know their damage dealers are there. Without Bruno and Aurora, they can't really take it
Yes,
as quick.
Alpha though.
Unless maybe the Alpha tries it. I think Khalid might be caught off guard.
Yeah, Khalid is dead once
He's-
more again. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. We see 3-man down, 4-man down. Libya Alpha
Here we
just
have it.
left to defend. Team OAS is able to pick up game number 2 for themselves.
Victory!
All right, this is really, really insane, guys. Was it expecting the game to drag this long? Mm, that was a really, really chaotic game. Um, Ligma pretty much lost the chance of ending that game. They pretty much went for kill instead of focusing that base, and they got punished for it regardless. Well played, Timo Assis, D2. And I think this we are going straight up to game number three, I think. So, anyways, without further ado, stay tuned. We will be right back.
Of iron.
Kama is he going?
Clones of
Is
steel.
banning.
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is banning.
guided by lantern's light.
This time, the
Your
choice
team
is
is
mine.
banning.
As fleeting as a
Your
snowflake's
team
breath,
is banning.
as timeless as a glacier's heart.
Only love and night
Your
are
team is
everlasting.
picking.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Your team
Nor
is picking.
girl.
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Mighty oaks from little acorns
Your team
grow.
is picking.
Let them play the hero. I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
Hope will find a way,
Your team
even when
is
all is
picking.
forlorn.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish
Your
the
team is
shadows that
banning.
plague this world.
I see lots of prey.
Your team is banning.
Let's fight to our heart's content!
Your team is banning.
True love is like
Your
blood.
team is banning.
Payback
Your team
time.
is picking.
Let's hear from the crowd! Make some
Your
noise for
team
yours
is ticking.
truly!
The ocean is not just our home. It is who we are.
Your team is picking.
3,000 worlds, and not a single worthy foe.
I didn't cure the pain. I harness it.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
jack it up.
Okay, so I can talk. Okay. Sorry for the delay in commentary. It seems like we have a lot of unique picks in this match. We have 8 picks, or is it? Sorry, no, we have 7 picks we haven't seen yet in this series. We have the Valentina, we have the Atlas, we have the Yuzong, we have the Martins, which is kind of a surprise here. We have Ranger, we have CC, we have. Yeah, I think that's it. And it seems we got a very early first blood, which we didn't see exactly how that happened, but that was Yuzong bullying CC in the XP lane. I think light gamers here have gone for a very team fight oriented comp, while Oasis has gone for a very front to back comp with the Granger and Suyu. And they also picked out the Valentina to what I assume is steal the Atlas off and use it for themselves. Meanwhile, light gamers also opted for a lot of revives. They have to revive on Valentina, they have to revive on Granger, which will hopefully keep them alive enough, keep them safe from the Atlas long enough for them to work. Meanwhile, light gamers has to lead for a bit. They've taken the first turtle and they have the overall gold lead, so let's see how that works out. Valentina caught off guard and and we have another purge requested from, I think, light gamers. I think like Sana was lagging, which caused her to be caught out and killed by the Soyo again. Second turtle has spawned and Oasis has priority over it. Jean coming in with the Black Dragon form. Would he be able to find anything? Once again, it's a very split fight, but I think Oasis takes. So I think the issue there was that Light Gamers kind of forgot their objective was the turtle. Yuzong went in and Martis wanted only to fight the Belleric for whatever reason, while Suyu was busy working on the turtle, which he did eventually get. And unfortunately, Light Gamers wasn't able to find much of anything else in that exchange. Oasis has the 2K gold lead. So you got another kill onto Vexana. I think he might have some personal beef with her, the way he's targeting her. Maybe she's just making herself happy. Atlas did catch the CC, but I think Martis expected him to catch Valentina. And now Martis is getting invaded, which will be a problem for his family. Right now, Suyu has a 2-level lead above the Martis, which is a very bad problem. Suyu snowballs very heavy. And Beatrix was solo killed by the stolen decimation from Valentina.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Currently seems like Oasis has complete control over the game. The third turtle has spawned, and once again, Oasis has priority over it. There seems to be nobody in position to get here in time, and as expected, Oasis got it without any contest. Atlas tried to go for an engage over there, but Suyu just hearing this and escape. Meanwhile, Oasis has turned the tides on Light Gamers for a bit, and somehow Beatrix and Matt. Currently, it's a 3-for-3. Oh no, it's a 2-for-3 exchange in favor of Light Gamers, and I think things might turn around a bit for them. Although Oasis still has the gold lead, a 3K gold lead at this point. So now the first load has spawned, and once again, Oasis has complete objective control. It seems Light Gamers have absolutely no avenue to actually find a fight here, so Oasis will just get this once again without any contest. Ken, the Soyu, didn't even need to use the retribution. Meanwhile, Beatrix just completed her Malefic gun purchase. Right now, things are looking very bad for light gamers, considering the junglers have an almost 3k gold lead. And now Beatrix is about to get caught off guard. I do not think the Belleric needed to commit the ultimate there, but I guess he just wanted to make absolutely certain that he was.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
This is doing very good work with this Lord. They've already gotten all three tier 2 turrets, and the Lord is still very healthy. They just might be able to get an hit off. Atlas doesn't have his flicker to engage. The Lord is down, but Atlas still can't find a way to engage, and now he's dead without his. Oh my goodness, Valentina with that stolen Atlas ult finds a 3-man engage. He showed the enemy Atlas how it's done, and now it seems they just might end this game with a single Lord. GG's to Oasis D2. It was a good run from Light Gamers, despite that very, very bad fumble they had in game 2, and Oasis takes it from there. Oh, that's on this stream.